James, finished 0-0, frustrating afternoon.
Very much so. It's we all come into the game and we all want to win off the back of Tuesday's result. People are looking at Needham market, long way to travel, second from bottom. But credit where credit's due, they kept going. They put a shift in. They could have pinched it in the end. There's no easy games in the league. We've seen that. It happens at any division. I just said in the previous interview, being an Evertonian myself, and I'm thinking Everton away at Arsenal today. It'll be a very, very tough game, but they've gone there and got a point. So that's life. The start of the season and pre-season, we look free-flowing. We look exciting. We've not changed nothing. There's no different
on the opposite way, isn't it?
Well, that's it. We were quite expansive. We're doing well. We're creating chances. We're scoring goals. I think at one stage we were second top goal scorers at home and amongst the top 5 for the division. But the flip side was that we were leaking at the back. And now, football being as mad as it is, we haven't tore anything up and started again. We're trying slightly in a tweak where, if it's 2 up front and 3 in midfield, or the box midfield with the 1 up front, which has probably been our best performance recently against Warrington in the Cup. But no 2 games are the same, and we've tried, and obviously when you're losing the game on Tuesday, we've thrown caution to the wind and tried to flood everyone forward. That could have come at expense of maybe going 2-0 down rather than getting back to 1-1, but luckily for us we got back to 1-1 and we went on to win the game with that little bit of momentum, and then we're looking to feed off that today. And as I say, for that first third of the season, when you're doing well at the top end but we're leaking a few, we've now gone not creating enough or not taking. We've had a couple of really good chances today and we should have scored, but we look more solid at the back. So if I look at it positively, because I don't want everyone to think that I'm negative, but if I look at it positively, we've conceded 3 goals in the last 6 games. 2 of them are from corners and one's a penalty, dubious penalty. So
we've got that bit right, haven't we?
And that was against top of the league and second in the league at that stage with Curzon and Kings Lynn. So you look at it and go, yeah, we look a bit more solid. Rodar look a little bit, and that's a call on Chris right at the end, where again, a team, are fighting. They come away, they've took everything that we've given. We didn't look like scoring in the end, and they're probably thinking we might smash and grab this and go and take the point. So fair play to them, as I say. They could have snatched at the end. We could have been a goal up. So Fizz is out to a 0-0. We're disappointed, we're frustrated. We want to win our home games. So it depends how you look at it in that regards. But we've to excite and create and score, we've got to do more than what we're doing at the minute. But that's football, it happens.
Disappointing end. Marcus at the end looks like it could be a bad one. What do
you
think,
a bit
Jim?
of a mad one. I think the pitch is a little bit shot, I'm being perfectly honest, and it's certainly heavy over that far side. We've seen that in the previous games. It's slippy and slidey over there. I'm told that that's if the game is going to be called off, it's usually over that far side. So it just looked innocuous. He was closing the lad down. He slammed it into his arm or his chest. It ricochets out. And next thing he's down holding his foot. So it sounds like his foot gave way in the just on planting his foot, it slipped and rolled over. So it's not his ankle, it's his foot. So we'll have to wait and see what
early days
we can't. Yeah, but it doesn't look good to be perfectly honest. He's hobbling around in there. So that's a disappointment because we need everyone at it. We've just started getting the Lloyd's and Keane's back, and then suddenly we don't really losing anyone. We don't want to be stretched, but that's football again. We don't want it to happen, but sometimes these things happen. We want to win games, and sometimes we don't win them. That happens. So as I say, we've just got to keep plugging away, and football being the way it is, it can soon change.
Difficult trip next week to Kidderminster. We're not really on form at the moment, but I think we tend to do well there sometimes. So your thoughts on that game coming up?
That again, it's football. You look at any division up and down the country. The people will be looking at Southport and scored and blah blah blah, and they're going to Kidderminster, and I looked over Kidderminster a little bit, not too much because you're focused on the next game, but they're a full-time club. They've come down last year. They've got a very experienced manager who've come up a lot of times against, and I think they've won 4-0 today. They beat someone 4 recently. Having said that, they lost 4 at Kings Lynn as well after we lost to Kings Lynn. So but yeah, nice stadium. A few years since I've been there. Full-time club, it'll be a tough game, like you say, or I said previously, there's no easy games in the division. I mean, someone shout down, you know, it's only Needham markers at home, we should be winning this game. Well, that's a bit disrespectful. It's 11v11 at the end of the day. They're competitive, they're working hard, they're giving it their absolute all, and they could have nicked it in the end. Yeah. We've got to go to Kidderminster next week when we're the underdog, and we've got to have exactly the same mentality as what Needham markers have done today. So, you know, we've got to go there and be positive and believe in ourselves. We've got a break in training, which will bring 1 or 2 on, with regards to needing a break, or the likes of Danny Lloyd getting more up to speed. And when we go there, you know, we're at the same level. It's not as if we're going to Liverpool or Man City away or something. We're going to Kidderminster. Yeah, they're a good side, and we'll pay them respect, and we'll do our due diligence, and we'll look over them, and we'll see where they're likely to hurt us and where we can potentially hurt them. So we'll go there and give it our all, and hopefully create more, score a couple or 1 even, just to get us where we want to be. But it's crazy. It frustrates the life out, because we were so good at the top end of the pitch and then conceding goals, and now we're not so good at the top end, but we're not conceding as many. We're a little bit more solid with the back-to-back clean sheets at home. So now at the turn of the year, we're just open and working and striving to get back to being good at the top end of the pitch, and being as we are recently at the back end of the pitch. And if we can do that, cracked it, and that's what we're all striving to do. So we'll keep plugging away, we'll remain positive, we'll have a good week in training, and we'll embrace that challenge next week.
Brilliant, thanks Jim.